What's going on, everybody? Evolution is a wonderful thing. We are here with a man that needs no introduction. If you know, you know. One half of Audio Push. We are here with Price, who
My
is with
brother,
a new way of thinking, a new mantra, a new movement. What's going on, brother?
my family, man. Blessed, bro.
Word.
Blessed to be here. Appreciate y'all, the all hip hop family, man, for having me on. Um, yeah, man, I'm just full of gratitude, full of life, honored, man, and
Yeah.
excited to just dive into the new ventures, man, the new world.
It's good to see you healthy, man. See, you got a car that drives itself, all that good stuff. I'm like, wow, okay. This
Yeah,
is what we're
man.
doing.
Nah, man. Yeah. Life is okay. You know, life is actually beautiful. The most high is showing out, man. Life is good.
Nice, nice. All
Yeah.
right, so we're gonna have this conversation. First of all, talk about going solo. You've been one half of Audio Push for a very long time. You've graced our pages on All Hip Hop quite a bit. But talk about going solo and what that means to you.
So going solo, just so we're clear, we're not necessarily like going solo. You know what I'm saying? Me and
Mhm.
Octane both are collectively working on solo projects, solo experiences, creating just solo worlds for ourselves. But it's still like Audio Push, Good Vibe Tribe. Like that's forever, you
Yeah.
know. But like I was explaining before, we both have been fusing our story for over a decade. We've been making music together since I was 16. 29 now, and we got signed. People been looking at us for over 10 years, but we've been in interviews or on the records or wherever it is. We've both been having to fuse and mesh our whole experience and journey, because obviously it's only room for so much. Like that, we can't hear both of us talk. You can't hear, you know what I'm saying? And even if we
Hmm.
may both have different opinions on things, we like to try to find a common medium. So
Hmm.
then we're like a united front when we step into these interviews and things like that.
Yes.
But there are a lot of um, areas where we have different logics, different mindsets, different all of that.
Yeah.
And so that's what people are going to get to explore with the solo, with the music, with just seeing the solo experiences all around.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Now, uh, one of the first things that you've dropped is this new record from the Insecure soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
And I don't watch Insecure. Don't nobody out there, don't kill me, don't crucify.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is a very popular show, so the song has taken flight. And then I went to listen to it, and I'm like, wow, this is a banger. Like this is
Yeah.
like a really dope song. Talk about the record and give all this the statistics on it, and the
Yeah. So
rundown.
shout out to Issa Rae, the whole Insecure team, Pink Sweats, D Mile in the production, Morgan, my management, everybody that played a part in, making it a reality. Shout outs to y'all. The record came out. This is actually my third time being a part of Insecure. First time it was an Audio Push record called Serving. The second time it was me on the production side. I produced a song for an artist named Draco featuring another artist named All Black that was featured on another season. And then this is my third time now as a solo artist. So I've been on Insecure as a group, which I just realized that right now. It's kind of tight. I've been on Insecure as a group, as a producer, and now as a solo artist. And it's all been dope. But this one was extremely special because Issa Rae, being a black queen, made history as an actor, then coming in and getting her own label at Atlantic Records. So she has her own label, which now she's putting out her soundtracks and her music through. She breaks records on this show and artists and the whole nine. So why not create a label, which is what she did. And this single came out as the first single on the label for the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit, it was a lot deeper than it just being HBO. Now it's, you know, with Atlantic, and it just was a bigger deal. So it was like really dope for me. You know what I mean? For it to be a black woman having her own show, her own company, and to bring on black artist, black singer, black rapper, black producer, just black excellence, you know, and I was
Yeah,
just honored to be a part of it, man.
dope. For those that are out there, the song is Cadillac Drive. My man is getting insecure money and been getting insecure money. That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's what's up. And this
facts.
and I'm glad you know explained it like that, because it really shows how we continue to innovate. Like, how crazy is that? You know,
Exactly.
just a few years ago, Atlantic might put out the soundtrack, or you know, someone else would benefit in that way. And now, you know, it's a Ray. Shout out to her. Like, when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's wow. You know, like, just okay, wow.
People out, we out
Yeah.
here playing chess. It's like I'm a big
Mm-hmm.
fan of seeing just epic chess moves. You know what I'm saying? I love
Yeah.
it. Like, damn, how'd you just take that queen like that? Whoa. You know,
Right.
like,
Right.
so that's what that felt like to me. You know, it was like, damn,
Yeah. Yeah.
not
For
only
sure.
did you come in, you ain't just one to part. Nah, you came in, you got your own label. She could sign artists. She could
Yeah.
sign acts. The song came out through her label. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that was just remarkable to me. And I just love to see my people, you know, make history.
That's big. And the other thing is, I'm you know, going through my social media feed, and I'm seeing Brandy got a new
Yeah.
record. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh wait, I went to your social, and I see you retweeting things. I'm like,
Facts.
why is he retweeting Brandy? I'm like, okay. So
Facts.
you have an
Facts.
album, I mean a song on the album.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Um, Brandy
How,
album just dropped literally, well, midnight. So,
yeah.
but it's out today officially, which is
Mhm.
Friday. Um, and I'm just stoked, bro. I wrote a record on there, produced by my dog Camper. Co-wrote
Mhm.
it with my homies from the UK.
Mhm.
Shout to Sean, shout to Nia. Uh, yeah, man, just
Yeah.
remarkable song, remarkable experience. I 100% manifested it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I could legit say it. The song was not on the album,
Mm.
wasn't even being really even considered. And I ended up pulling up on Camper and Brandy
Mhm.
at the studio and played it for, well, me and Camper already obviously have heard the record, but we played it for somebody a part of Brandy's camp.
Mhm.
Like Brandy obviously had already cut it and was already crazy about it, but we ended up playing it for somebody in her camp that was like, why isn't this on the list?
Right.
This the
Right.
record. She missing. This is what she missing, bro. You know, and I knew that. Like on my way to the studio, I was saying they had said that the track list was already in. So I was more so coming to just celebrate Kemper, my dog, my
Right.
brother. You
Right.
produced most of the album. I'm proud of you. I was pulling up to just champion that and
Mhm.
just drink up. And we ended, but I also knew that the album ain't done till it's done.
Yeah.
And it ain't
Right.
done till it's out.
It's, especially now, especially in this era.
Facts. So it ain't done till it's done. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, man, I'm about to, you know, come and just campaign for the record. If I get any lane or avenue to campaign for this joint, I'm campaigning because it's such a great song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, that's what happened. And
Nice.
now that shit was trending on Twitter. The song was trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? The record is going crazy. It's charting on iTunes. It's
Mhm.
going like the single, the song.
Yeah.
Not on,
Yeah.
like the album is #1 on iTunes, #2 on Apple Music, but the album
Mhm.
going crazy. We gonna get
Yep.
a Grammy next year. I'm speaking it. But to
Okay.
see the single, I mean, to see the song standing alone on the charts and things like that, it's just fire.
Yeah.
So say something, Brandy out now. Ugh.
Yeah. Definitely. So I want you to do me a favor real quick, because I know your credentials. I seen them, but I want you to just pop your own collar for just a second. Tell everybody, all the folks that you've worked with, because a lot of people don't know. Folks behind the scenes, you are in front and behind the scenes, and some of
Yeah.
that work gets unnoticed by.
Very, very unnoticed.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Um, because I'm also like you said, luckily I get the luxury of playing behind the scenes and in front of the scene.
Yeah.
Being with Audio Push, but then also being, whether it's writing, producing, vocal producing, consulting, when it just comes even just the music world, let alone what I do as an entrepreneur in my city and in my region and just things of that nature. Right. But so on the music side, I've been like writing and producing for a while. Like whether it was like one of my first big placements was back when like Casey Veggies was like on top of the world. Right. I produced one of Casey Veggies' biggest songs still to this day that he performs, called Everything Wavy. And that even before that, you know, I was writing with Hit Boy. Like he put me in rooms with different people, like we've been writing forever. You know what I'm saying? That's been the thing that we've been doing. But once it really started going for me, you know, was when, like I said, the Casey Veggie records, when I produced that. And then that started like opening different doors when I was like writing with Hit Boy heavy. Once Niggas in Paris took off for him, I started writing a lot more, you know, meeting a lot more different people, and ended up meeting Travis Scott early, you know. And so I was a part of Travis Scott's experience early. That's my dog, you know, that's my brother. But you know, all the way back to Blocka, which is one of his first songs that he put out that was popping with Pusha T. Right. You know, I worked on that with him, which is, you know, all the way up to his first album, second album. You know, I got platinum plaques for both those albums, multiple records on those albums. You know, see me, I just don't go. I let people go do their research. I don't be caring to be like, oh, I did Piss on Your Grave with Kanye West. I did Antidote. You know, I did. You know, for me, it's more like go do your research. Just know I'm involved. I'm on them. But sadly, being that humble has also made it go more unnoticed than needed. But that's, you know, but then it also plays on the background of you having your team, your business in order, your publicist in order, things like this changes that as well, you know. And so I take responsibility in it going unnoticed, right? And so, but
don't look, it's not unnoticed, you know what I mean? So don't go too far, you know what I'm saying?
But not what I mean.
The work gets noticed, bro. You know what it is.
But no, what I mean is no. But I'm with you though. It definitely gets not unnoticed. I've written huge records. I'm a part of big records, big albums, big moments that, like, as a creative writer and producer, you know, it could be a lot more respect. It could be a lot more all that, but that comes with what we doing and how we building it.
Maybe you got to put on a big, you know, like a really big chain, like one like this big.
You know what I'm saying? Like, put a little bit more ice on, I guess.
Right. You know,
but nah, really though, what it is what I'm doing. It's being more intentional, owning it. You know, it's a level to being humble and letting your work go unnoticed. That's just being real. And so you gotta own your shit. It's only right. We black. We are in a European world. We in the European corporate world. We can't even play games. You got to know what's going on out here. So outside of Travis, all the way from the Travis Scott's to Mariah Carey's to the fucking T.I.'s, Trailer Truths to the I mean, Jill Scott, damn Brandy to Joey Badass, Joey Fats, G Perico's, you know what I mean? It goes like the range be all over the place to the Dracos, to the, you know what I'm saying? I really could kind of keep going. You know, I could do it for a little bit, but it's I've been fortunate enough to have worked and bumped shoulders and just been in the same rooms, been flies on the wall, even in certain rooms where I ain't even got to work. Just I'm flying in the room with Kendrick and Andre 3000 and Dre and Hit Boy, and I'm just quiet. Just not saying the English word because I'm in here with all gods. Like, so I've just been fortunate, family. And the favor is a real thing I don't take for granted. But now I'm more so just owning it. I'm owning the fact that I've literally been in the rooms and like everyone's left and went to the club. And I've stayed in the studios and worked on records top to bottom. And then those be the records that go on the albums and get the biggest artists featured on them. And they be, you know, so I know my power and I'm just owning it now. So go get that Brandy album out now. Pink Sweats, Cadillac Drive out now. It's even more coming. Camper Grip out now. Camper featuring a big superstar coming out now. I wrote that record as well. I got a lot of great stuff on the way, yo.
Do you have a title for the EP that you're gonna drop? The solo
Yeah,
EP?
yeah. We're not announcing it yet,
All
just
right.
respectfully,
Right.
because I don't
Got
know
you.
when this interview gonna come out. So, um, I don't want to mess up anything with the rollout. When I tell you with my solo experience, I am coming for it all.
All
It
right.
ain't
All
no
right.
games being played. It's nothing to be questioned. It's nothing to be none of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we coming, so everything is very strategic. Everything is very, very strategic.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now something I heard you have begun to embrace Pan Africanism a lot.
Oh, most certainly.
Is this true or is this a rumor?
Nah, nah. This is 100% true, but this ain't nothing new for me.
Right.
Sadly enough, that's another thing that like I'm just have be owned more because I've been in a group, and so I've had to, like I said, I've had to, in a sense, not necessarily water down some of my beliefs and thoughts and just things I'm passionate about, but I've just had to respect that I'm in a group, and so within doing that, I haven't been able to be as vocal. You dig what I'm saying, my family? So, but I've came to the knowledge and I've came to the light. I say about the time I had my first son, which I have two sons, and I had my first son when I was about 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And around then is when I had the epiphany for me, And just to give y'all a quick idea of how it happened for me, my mother has been a Christian all my life. I grew up a Christian. I grew up, raised in the church. My mom preached. I've watched my mom preach in the pulpit one Sunday, come back to church the next Sunday. We all be outside, locked out the church because it was a Baptist church and they didn't believe that women should be preaching in the pulpit. I've seen all levels of the church. My family, actually, my auntie Darlene, my grandmother's sister, died in the Jim Jones massacre in Jonestown. Okay, so my family stayed and lived in the center that Jim Jones had in the Bay Area, and like I come from that massacre and that brokenness that affected my family direct. And then so Christianity, religion, all that is heavy and has been heavy in my family. Said it all to say, I used to date a girl that's also probably the best Christian I've ever met. No disrespect to my mother or anyone else. If I gotta align Christianity and you walk up with the Bible and the Word, she's probably the best one I know. Saying that to say, her and my mom were having a debate one day about Christianity, the Bible, the whole 9 yards, and getting to heaven. And literally, they didn't agree on one thing. And that one thing gave my mom the confidence to tell her that she was going to hell. And that was like, now granted, my mom was a very much more immature Christian back then than I would say she's much more mature now. However, still, it was an eye-opener for me. It just was the epiphany for me. So that made me step back and go do some research for myself.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Going to hell, that's a serious, that's something. That's
not when you can't tell her that. Not that way. I'm like, Mom, if she going to hell, you might be going.
Right.
With all respect, like, because I'm a very realistic person. I don't play games. I'm a man. I'm a king. I'm a father, and I'm a leader. And I don't care about none of that. My mom also didn't have the best father. She's never had a real husband, a real man around her. So, Mom, I'm gonna be real with you and be the man in your life when I need to be. And if she's going to hell, I'm for sure going. And
right.
You may be on your way too. If she, and so that just gave me a real insight. It just gave me an epiphany. I was like, yo, I need to kind of go into the hyperbolic vibe chamber in my spirit and go research some things for myself. Because when you grow up in Christianity, we have this fear of like if you get to explore anything else, that's the devil, that's the enemy, you know, this and that, and a lot of those things, which keeps us from our truths, keeps us from our natural truths, you know, that our ancestors practiced before they were ever tampered with and came here and were ever just spiritually, mentally, and emotionally broken. So I went and just dived into more of that to see what was our people doing before they even came here and there was a Bible.
Yeah, right.
So
What do you think about some of the things that have been going on recently? A lot of it revolves around anti-Semitism, or presumed anti-Semitism, but a lot of it beneath that surface seems also to almost be a suppression of you know. Do you ever have any fears or like that there may be consequences to higher awakenings?
None. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's how I'm coming. Like, it's crazy because repping me, like my publicists and shit, my team, they're gonna like. Luckily, as a businessman, I'm and as a father, I'm more mature than probably like 5 years ago. So I'm not as like, not as strategic with my words.
Yeah.
However, fuck them. It's fuck them though. So I'm intentional within saying that. Why do I say that? Because y'all will never bully this king. Y'all will never. That's another form of slavery. You feel me? Because this is my thing. If the moment Black people start to speak about reparations, which are still owed to us, literally owed to us, this ain't something we're asking for. Handouts. We crying and bitching. No, not only was this on paper, this is equivalent to your mother. If you're watching this live interview, whatever, this is equivalent to your mother, your grandmother, working for a company for 60 years, never getting paid, but getting promised $2 million.
Right.
Your grandmother got promised $2 million that she never got for working for 40 years of her life for free.
Right.
And your grandma also told you that she was owed this.
Right.
And it's on paper.
Right.
Now, if you were pussy enough to not work and campaign and fight for your grandmother's 2 million, that is between you and God. But this king, mine, everyone that I'm around and influencing will know that reparations is mandatory. If you aren't on code for, like, I'm ready to die and kill for it because y'all owe this to us. Y'all are legit stealing from us. It's like a company, like it's all hip hop. You working for all hip hop since you've been interviewing us years ago, never getting paid, them promising you on paper they're gonna pay you.
Right. Yeah.
On top of beating you, raping you, killing you.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's one thing. But I said that to say, why is that important? I said that to say that when we speak on those things, when we speak on our people being raped, put into bondage for hundreds of years, going through the worst massacres on the history of this planet. No Jew, no Japanese, white, Indian, Arab, nothing. Not even Haitian, Jamaican, none. And this is no disrespect because they're all my family. We all still all still family.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
None of them, no people have endured the massacres, the bondage, the enslavement that the American African people have endured. Not one. No people. On paper, we could go all the way to the voyage to us actually getting here.
Absolutely.
Like us getting here, one that speaks about our people, because millions of people died getting here. There's like so many people didn't even make it. Right? So I'm gonna wrap up the history lesson, but millions of people, hundreds of our people, thousands of our people didn't even make it here.
Yeah.
So what the fuck does that say about the ones that did?
Super strong, incredibly resilient is a good word.
People, like, we're talking about you laying next to a dead feces for 4 years, potentially. Like, niggas wasn't on boats for 4 months. Like, niggas was on these boats for years. You're potentially laying next to a dead body for, let's even say, 4 months.
Yeah.
You're able to endure that. Strong enough to then get off that boat, look, open your eyes because it's sunny as fuck. Then go into enslavement and bondage to the point where if you pull your shirt, I can almost guarantee you look somewhere on this shirt and say cotton somewhere on this motherfucker. Somewhere in these bags it says cotton. Tobacco. Tobacco's on this backwood. Our people are responsible for this. Like, it's simple. It wasn't like we was picking boogers, picking nails. We wasn't massaging backs and we just want our money back because we massaged y'all backs and rubbed y'all feet and went and got y'all food and did everything y'all asked. We were those types of things. No.
Yeah. Facts. So let's talk about the businesses that you have. You know, we have an audience of a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people trying to, you know, unprecedented entrepreneurship, especially now in the pandemic. People are looking for different opportunities. You have a restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Is it the restaurant is made? It's in business now, right?
Yeah. I've had my restaurant for 7 years.
Oh, okay. Now, was that you singing on the video? I saw a video of somebody.
Okay, so okay. That's comedy.
I saw a video on Twitter, and I was like, "Yo, this was like a jam." I'm like, "Whoa, hold up!"
I had revamped the Boys to Me and Mama song for Mama or whatever. Okay. And so, all right, so I own a restaurant, a barbecue and soul food restaurant that now in our 7th year, it's me and my aunt. That's my business partner, my auntie, my mom's sister who helped raise me. Love her to death. Shout out to Janetta. We've had the restaurant for 7 years now, an actual storefront, an actual pull up, get your bite to eat, sit with your family. About 4.5 stars out of 5 on Yelp. We going up. And so that's Carrie's Barbecue and Soul Food. I just started a new company. I've had the LLC for a month, but we just activated about like a week, like last week, right? And so it's called Brody Hanna's, and it's a black hibachi catering company. But I'm getting a food truck, so I don't even want to just necessarily call it catering. But so it's a black hibachi catering company. So how you got Benny Hanna's, how you got Benny Hibachi, now we got Brody Hanna's, black owned. The forefront of the business is my 15, about to be 16-year-old little brother, who is a chef, like a chef extraordinaire. Like, the kid is fucking unreal in that damn kitchen. And he's 15, and when I tell you he's in there whipping this shit up, I create the recipes off of a few different recipes online. I love the food so much. I noticed myself pulling up to these food trucks. I was pulling up to hibachi food trucks with Mexicans cooking the food, making a fortune.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine and dandy, but black people don't gotta just cook barbecue and soul food. That shit stops actually now. Because we cook everything the best.
Right.
We cook everything the best. Period. So, with that being said, we finna jump, because I love hibachi, and I love hibachi more than I love barbecue and soul food. Right. I'm gonna pull up and eat hibachi every day before I pull up and eat ribs and shit. First of all, I don't even eat pork. But in my restaurant, luckily, we don't even serve many pork ribs. We got beef ribs, and we got vegan options at my restaurant.
Okay. Now you're talking my language.
Yeah, because we're not out here now. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna serve the ribs, and I'm gonna serve because my people, they gonna eat it regardless. Yeah, y'all gonna go eat it from some. Y'all gonna go eat it somewhere. So come spend money with your people. However, come spend money with your people. Your people that's gonna take care of you. Your people that's not finna be. We're not watering down no food. We cooking the food for real. We gonna cook it like your grandma would have cooked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Period. Every time. And we gonna give you options though. I'm gonna give vegan options, vegan ribs, vegan, like real fish options. I don't eat none of that stuff. So when I I eat chicken still. So luckily I'm gonna grab some chicken, you know what I'm saying? If that. But for a while I didn't eat chicken. I was pescatarian. So, you know, until you got to put
Well,
some
wait.
salmon on a little
What
bit.
made you go back to chicken? Did you
It
get
was more
bored? What
just
happened?
yeah, it's more about just a few different things, to be real, man. Like, to me, even when I was just pescatarian, like, until I get to the space where I can, like, I want to get a crib this year, and the key thing with getting my crib is creating a garden. Like, I want to put a lot of money into building my own garden, and within my garden, I want to get some of my own potential like animals. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not necessarily that I'm just so against eating animals. To be, if you want honesty out of me, I'm an African king. I don't believe that Mansa Musa didn't eat no animals. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that my ancestors.
You know he did. He had a whole caravan.
You feel me? I don't believe that. I know my people, my strongest warriors were. That's how we survived. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's the circle of life. You know, lions aren't in the wilderness. They're not in the jungle. They're not in nature. Being contemplate, like, there is the circle of life is a real thing. So my first single, what I can say, no, I can't even say that. My first single, though, solo single, completely breaks down the circle of life. And the reason why I love the movie, like the movie Lion King, to me is very spiritual. You know,
can you talk about it? Is it too early for that?
No, we can talk about that a bit. The movie Lion King is very spiritual, and my first single that I will put out, I will say this is called Mufasa.
Okay.
And the first single I'm ever put out, the first solo song they're gonna hear from me is called Mufasa. Okay. And
it's very dope, by the way. It's not out yet, but it's I've already played it multiple times, and I'm like, yo, I almost put I kid you not, I almost put it on my socials, and I said, oh shoot, I can't do that yet. So I chilled. But that's how good it is.
Thank you, brother. And for me, man, like, I'm just being extremely intentional with my solo experience. I have a message, I have a story. I have people to liberate and save, and it has to come through this music. I know this, you know. And I like the movie Lion King, just real quick, is extremely spiritual. All the way, everything that it breaks down, from the king Mufasa talking to his son. First of all, the movie is in Africa. You feel me? So let's just deal with that alone. I don't care how Disney depicted the lions and shit, lions and lion. I'm just glad that they gave us a black lion too. Now, granted, they wanted to make the black lion the bad lion. I don't care. Just give us a black lion though.
Right.
Now, but the king being the king and taking his son, you know what I'm saying, across the land, you know, showcasing them, teaching them how to hunt, eat his food, teaching them how to be a leader, how to care for the young woman. You even put Nala in danger. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. I probably can't see it. You know what I'm saying? My hairs is sticking up. Look at the goosebumps.
I see it.
The goosebumps. Nala, you know, about protecting the young queen. You know what I'm saying? Putting her in danger. Talking to your ancestors, being able to see yourself, look at your reflection. You know what I'm saying? Not running from your calling. You the king. Right. Don't run from your calling. It's so many levels. It's Hakuna Matata. Worries, not stressing. You know what I'm saying? It's so many spiritual messages in the Lion King.
Yo, ooh, I love the whole movement. In fact, you know, everything about it is crazy. You know,
it's crazy
that they keep pushing it on every level, and it's an enduring legacy. But yo, before we go, I need you to run down for me the cannabis business, the studio.
Okay,
and what's
so the
next?
entrepreneurship. So I got into the hibachi world. I'm huge on entrepreneurship. Why am I huge on entrepreneurship? Because I am huge on generational wealth. Okay, I'm huge on residual income, legacy building. Okay, financial literacy is a real thing that our people have lacked always. That's the number one thing. Other than the gun, the Europeans like the reason why they were able to come enslave us is one, because we're loving. We're a loving
Mm-hmm.
people. We're an accepting people. We're a forgiving people. That's always been our spirit and our nature, and it's just gonna stay there. So we welcomed you in. They welcomed them in. However, we ain't had no guns. We had knives, bow, and arrows. They were ahead of us there, and they were ahead of us financially with the literacy, because they brought us to their world, gave us their money, gave us their coin, whatever. We're here now. Okay, we talk about, and we ain't no going back to no Africa shit. Why? First of all, we're American Africans, but we're American Africans. This is our land. This is ours. We built it. Our people built this land. I'm not going nowhere. The same way y'all gave Indians reservations, we need reservations here on this land. But what we need is financial literacy. Why? Because if you had $1 million, I had $1 million. My brother who was on earlier had $1 million. And we all, my publicist had $1 million. We all truly believed in each other, trusted each other, and beyond that, had enough financial literacy to get the right legal teams to where even if we don't trust each other, shit is in writing to where if you play games, we go into court with it. So enough of us needs to have money to be able to put, like, change isn't going to come without money, period. I don't give a fuck how much we know. I don't give a fuck how many soldiers we get together. I don't care about none of that. Without money, we're not going to be able to survive, to change anything, to be on our own, none of that. Okay? So I am creating as many avenues of income that are real, that are tangible, that are COVID proof. See, the beauty is every one of my businesses were able to still like flourish and survive, if not do better during quarantine. We did better. We've seen spikes in our sales, literally. And so, as well as you, if you really were a business owner and had real tangible sales, taxes, really were doing good business, and you have a real business plan, business model, you were eligible for all these loans that all these people are running around finessing and doing dickhead shit with. But you were really eligible. You're really eligible to go do it the right way because you've been doing taxes for X amount of years. You really have a company, you know what I'm saying, with real numbers and stats to go put money back into. You know, it's just a lot that, like, for me, I'm leading my people on all different levels. It's deeper than just being a rapper. Having chains, money, all that bullshit. All right, cool. But what do you have? What do you own? What's tangible? Growing up, I seen Russell Simmons. I seen the hoes. Let's go to Nelly. Because I was born in 1990. So Nelly was one of my favorite rappers as a young nigga. I was fucking 10 years old rapping all of Nelly's raps. Rapping fucking Ludacris raps. Rapping Hove raps. Rapping 50 Cent. These were my favorite niggas. I remember Nelly having vocal. I remember S. Carter. I remember shoes, clothes, drinks, clubs. These niggas were bosses.
Absolutely.
Like Fat Farm. Like when I was a kid, I wore all black owned clothes. I didn't.
So did I. That's the crazy thing.
Rockaware, Fat Farm, Miyoshi.
Yeah.
All these what the fuck?
Yeah. And they don't. But here's the thing. We got to hold on to those companies. We can't keep selling them off and then not maintaining them. Evolve the brands and keep them in the community so that we can continue to sell.
Come on,
sell to the people, but not sell our whole brand to someone else. So I get it, man. That's how a lot of
I can guarantee you, my brother that owned Fubu, if he could do it all over, he would not have sold Fubu.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care how much he made.
I know they wouldn't have.
He blew it with that. Yeah. But that's why it's up to us. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to the generations after us to learn and do better, to know better. Yeah. You know, it's up to Tyler, the creator, to know not to sell Gulf Wayne ever.
Right.
It's up to bro to know that. Like, I can't speak for what's bro name? The one nigga, Virgil nigga. I don't rock with Virgil like that, so I can't speak for him.
Okay. Yeah. Kanye's
I can't speak for him, but even him, don't sell your shit.
Listen. We gonna take this conversation. We gonna hold it over until after the EP drops.
Exactly.
Right, and then we gonna reconvene and we're gonna chop it up over some real music and real business. You know what I mean?
All right.
Real
Thank you.
nation building business. Because I
Yes.
appreciate your energy, man. I really do. I salute you because, see, we interview people all day and we don't always get this level of engagement, intellect, forward thinking. So it's good to have somebody like yourself
Thank you,
on
bro.
the site, on the movement that we have, you know. So we're gonna keep it pushing and keep
I
pushing forward.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I
So
appreciate you and the site and the platform and knowing that we got like a home, like knowing that
yeah.
there is a home like all hip hop, there is a home like Revolt, there is a home like Title. You know, we got to start really um being fearless with fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
giving the releases to y'all, giving the premieres to y'all, giving the this is to y'all, giving the that's to y'all, the exclusives to the man. That shit going to the black owned homie.
Yep.
All right, my bad beats, my bad this, my bad that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Right.
that's literally the type of time I'm on. I'm creating these businesses and as many streams of income outside of music so I can do what the fuck I want in music.
Yeah. Big
Do
time.
what I want. Pay, cause I'm good. I got enough money to where I'm not worried about saying the wrong thing or being anti-Sem or nothing.
Right.
You're not gonna be able to stop it.
Right.
But we'll chop it more, man.
All
I
right.
appreciate you. I thank
Yo,
y'all,
Price.
man.
Salute. We
Salute,
gonna catch
King.
up with you. It ain't gonna be that long. Just drop that joint so I can put it
Facts.
on social media and tell everybody I had it first. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be blessed, man, today. Everybody go get that Brandy B7. I'm back on this road. Appreciate y'all, man. All hip hop gang.
All right.
All
Salute,
right.
man.